Hi everyone. It's almost Passover. It starts Wednesday night. On the first night of Passover, families often get together for a special meal called a Seder. During the Seder, we tell the story of Passover and talk about a lot of symbols that remind us of the Israelites leaving the land of Egypt and leaving slavery. One of the main symbols that we use is a Seder plate. A Seder plate has either 5 or 6 items on it, depending on your family's tradition. So at the top of this Seder plate, there's something called a shank bone. A shank bone comes from a lamb. In Hebrew, a shank bone is a zeroah. The shank bone reminds us that the night before the Israelites left Egypt, they roasted a lamb and had a very big meal. And they took the blood from the lamb and put a mark on the doorpost of their house to let God know that the house was a house of the Hebrew people. And so when God went through Egypt with the last plague, he passed over the house of all the Israelites, of all the Hebrews. Another symbol is an egg. An egg is a symbol of life. The Hebrew word for egg is beitzah. It's a symbol of life because it's circular, just like life and just like the calendar. It goes round and round and round. Another symbol on the Seder plate is maror, or horseradish. Horseradish can come in a jar all grated up, or it can come as a root, and it looks sort of like a white carrot, or if you know what a parsnip is, it looks sort of like a parsnip, but it is very bitter. It reminds us that the Egyptians made the lives of the Israelites bitter by making them build pyramids and make mortar and bricks. The next symbol is haroset. There is no English word for haroset. Haroset is a mixture of apples and honey and cinnamon or some sugar and wine or grape juice. It looks a little bit like the clay used to make bricks or the mortar used to hold bricks together. It reminds us that the Egyptians made the Israelites build the pyramids, make bricks and make mortar and build the pyramids. Another symbol is parsley or karpas. Parsley or karpas is a symbol of spring. It's one of the first plants that pokes through the earth in the spring, and Passover is always a spring holiday. The last symbol on this Seder plate is hazeret, or romaine lettuce. Romaine lettuce is bitter, and so one of the 4 questions talks about on all other nights we eat all kinds of vegetables, but on Passover we eat bitter herbs. And during the Seder, people eat bitter herbs twice. So some people use maror or horseradish 2 times, and some people use maror and romaine lettuce for the 2 times we eat bitter herbs. When I grew up, we never had romaine lettuce on our Seder plate. We just had the shank bone, the egg, horseradish, charoset, and parsley. Here's another picture of a Seder plate, just so you get ideas that they all look a little bit different. They can all have your own special design. On this Seder plate, we have hazeret, the romaine lettuce. We have the shank bone, the zroa, charoset, the apple and nut mixture. We have a radish for maror, because that's pretty bitter. We have celery for karpas instead of parsley. And we have an egg. At Congregation Beth Evergreen, Tara got kits for everyone to make their own Seder plate. So if your parents want to swing by, Tara will leave it outside the door so that they can pick it up. Or your parents can call Tara and arrange for her to perhaps drop it off at your house. It involves coloring and designing your own Seder plate. So you'll get a plain plate and materials to color or paint spots for an egg, romaine lettuce if you want to add it, chazeret, zroa, a shank bone, haroset, maror, karpas, and beitza. Egg, lettuce, shank bone, haroset, maror, and parsley or celery. I won't see you between now and Passover, so I want to wish all of you a happy Passover, a Chag Sameach, and I'll hopefully see you soon. Bye.